Right, we are back with some more OPTC. I had to skip last month's treasure map and actually last month's Kazuna now I think about it, streaming it. So glad to be back playing some treasure cruise with you guys. Before we get started jumping into it, first of all I do want to say I tested the teams, they do work. I haven't got to test the teams without Sanji and Reiju just because I've been lucky enough to get some friend captains. If I can't get any friend captains, we'll test the other ones without them, but I still don't see any issues with why they went work or anything like that. And but before we get started here, I want to give a big shout out to Nico93. Thank you so much for the follow here on Twitch. Got to communicate with you, theory craft some different teams to try and work and help out with your team comps and stuff like that. So glad to glad that you came and followed us on Twitch. So let's go, let's see here. No, we don't bite. We're not going to be biting. You can jump down if you're going to bite. So we're fighting Big Mom, so we got to start on Sanji. We actually start on Sanji on boats, I just need to remember that. So yeah, I have the iPad here, pulled up with my, steps for the specials, because I only got to, test the teams, once each. I'm on my second run through here. It's funny, the first map that I did, I actually got a navigation chart that raised my level by 6, so we're on navigation level 8 actually, so that was pretty handy and pretty cool right there. So either way, we'll go ahead and jump into it. So this is versus Big Mom, so we don't need to do anything on stage 1. We just need to just go ahead and clear it. Stop trying to bite. You can get down if you want to bite. Alright, we got Streusen showing up next. So I'll go through the teams and I'll explain why we started streaming later today than we originally planned. So, alright, so this one on stage 2, you're going to go ahead and super swap Wanda to Carrot. That way you can get the attack buff. Go ahead and use her special to rewind everyone's cooldown. It goes ahead and it gives Streusen the defense down, just so you can get more damage. He doesn't have increased defense here, but it does set his defense to 0. And then you want to go ahead and use Sanji. Also, this gives you one of every type, which is important for going into the next stage. So now we can just go ahead and very, 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 very easily take out Streusen, as you can see. So then going up against Big Mom here, we're going to go ahead and use Kid first. And Kid will remove the attack down. You want to use Kid and not Pudding. Technically you can use Pudding to remove the attack down if you only have one. But I would say use Kid because he doesn't give you the attack buff like Pudding does. So if you're going to use Pudding, just make sure you use Luffy and Law first to get the attack buff that's universal, because Pudding's attack buff is only for Int and Quick. Okay, so after using Law and Luffy, you then want to go ahead and use Bonnie. So Bonnie's just going to give you the better slots here. And then you can go ahead and just activate Wanda Carrot to again set Big Mom's defense to 0. So now we can just go ahead and we can just clear. So trying to see who we should So we need to save Bonnie and then Sanji Reiju for last. Stop trying to bite. I was why are we doing no damage to Big Mom? But I forgot, we have to get our chain to a certain point. I forgot about that. So if the damage starts getting too bad, with the chain and stuff like that, you can replace Puddin with someone who's going to give you some kind of chain bonus. I mean, you could even throw on TM Legend Jinbei. He can give you a chain boundary. And he's Psy and Powerhouse, so he would have type advantage for half of her life bar, and he would be able to inflict the extra damage from being the weakness class. Other ones is the Psy free to play Sanji. He'll give you a chain boundary because you do have the Luffy on the team. Actually, I think he gives chain boundary anyway. I think you have to have Luffy to remove barrier and damage nullification. But Sanji will give you a chain boundary. He can technically give you a chain boundary on both stages because he has double special launch. So if you need like extra damage, he might be like a good unit that you can throw on there. Just to keep that in the back of your mind. But we are getting some chain help from the Vegapunk support. But just in case if we need more to like get past that like threshold. So this is a 4, so we have to go this way. Yeah, I don't know how she's like acting out right now, chat. I'm sure as the stream goes on, they're gonna be like acting like really freaking bad because it's gonna get closer to their like dinner time. But we'll go ahead and we'll fight Kid now. I'll explain like the steps for like battling Kid, and then after I break down like showing that like, oh, the team that we had planned to fight against Kid, after I show that it works, then I'll let y'all know like why we started the stream so much later than intended, because we were supposed to like originally we were going to be streaming around like lunchtime. So yeah, like my apologies. Basically I can just go with like an overview while like the stage loads. Basically like I had an opportunity like come up today where I had a chance to like go and run some errands I need to do. I basically had to like finish like some Christmas shopping in addition to getting like not just gifts. I had to get like wrapping paper and like gift bags, stuff like that. So I wanted to get that stuff like as soon as I can, and this was just the first time that I had like the option to, so that's why, chat. So for this one we'll go ahead and we will switch to Luffy here so we can get like as many matching slots as we can. And then you can just tap with like Pudding and then like Nami Karina. Or well, I guess in that one I had to use Kid. I guess I could have just tapped with Pudding first and then I probably would have been fine because she like KO'd, but all those slots ended up matching again on the next stage. So now versus Killer, this is the one. Stop trying to bite. You can get off the couch if you're gonna bite. So versus Kid, this is the one where you have that aggravating like silence on everybody. So you can go ahead and activate Frankie here. Now, if damage starts to get tight on this stage, you can use Frankie's superclass because you don't need it on the next stage, and it gives you like some chain buffs here. So it's up to you if the damage is tight. So just keep that in like the back of your mind. Probably should have tapped with Pudding last because she's actually buffed by Frankie's captain ability. I mean, Luffy is too since he's like Dex, but I should tap with Kid and Nami first, is what I'm trying to say. So then once you get to like the final stage here, first thing you want to do to get rid of the bind is go ahead and swap to Reiju. Now they're inflicted with poison. You can also go ahead and activate a special here. Since we're meeting the requirements for like Reiju's poison, if I can figure out like a way to get into turn damage on the stage before, that would be kind of lit, because then I could use a better ship. I'll have to like mess around with it and check and see if there's like a support I can get some into turn damage. So after using Karina to remove the enemy's defense buff, you can go ahead and activate Pudding again. And Pudding's going to give the attack buff to our team. I actually have like... When we go back, I might swap this team around. Oh, wait. Never mind. I need the Straw Hat requirements. Never mind. Forget what I was about to say. I was about to suggest, like, changing it up to where, like, what if instead of, like, Nami Karina, I just went Wanda Carrot to get the better attack buff? But then I would lose, like, being able to trigger some of the effects with, like, Sanji, like the weakened status and stuff like that, because I wouldn't have enough Straw Hats if I went with Wanda Carrot. So that, just never mind that. That's fine then. You don't need to use Kid or Luffy and Law special, so we can just go ahead and like just tap here. Again, Pudding and Luffy. are actually boosted by both captains. The other two are only boosted by Sanji and what's her name? Sanji and Reiji. Gosh, my throat is like dry as hell. Give me like 1 second just to hydrate like while we're loading here. God, I might have to go get another water for like my mouth is like this dry. Sorry, chat. But yeah, so that's the breakdown of the two teams. But yeah, that's why I had to push back like the stream is I just had to go like handle it's like errands and stuff because I didn't want to get too close to Christmas before I did that stuff. Just because of I didn't want like you know the gift I was trying to get not to be there or for the gift bags and stuff like they're not to be like the stuff that I wanted like still available. Gift bags, wrapping paper, etc. The stamina refill is only 2 away, so 4. So we would bypass that stamina refill anyway. Might as well go ahead and get like these points from Brûlée. That's why I didn't use a slingshot as soon as I got it, because there was a chance it could have killed Brûlée, and then like, well, then we wouldn't have got anything coming this way. So now we'll go ahead and use it. Use like your cannon, slingshots, gun after you're at a point on the stage where you can't go face any like opponent like that's just like my little tip there for like how the TMs like the current TM gameplay like before when we had the mini boss stages and stuff like that like you could use them as soon as you got on stage just to speed up that like level if you want like yeah you get less points but now with like the update you don't get less points. I think that's what they said anyway. I'm pretty sure. I know like me and some of my Alliance members were talking about this like I don't know if people in the community have too, but I'm going to talk about it on stream since I didn't stream the last treasure map. Me personally, chat, I don't like the change in treasure map at all. I liked it when it was the 6 fights, the 4 mini boss fights, the boss fight, and the intrusion fight, and you couldn't use the same units for the mini bosses and the boss fight. Like I loved that. That was my favorite thing. Like that's what made treasure map my favorite game mode was that it had that like awesome team building aspect about it. To me it was like the best thing about treasure. So this was my favorite game mode. Now to me it's just like Kazuna but there's a game board. Like I'm really disappointed in the change honestly. I can see how it is better for new players, and I'm all about like you know like I'm not like a gatekeeping person like the games I play like y'all know that like I play like fighting games and stuff like that, and I think like if anybody wants to get into fighting games like more than welcome, like absolutely definitely should join and like check them out and stuff like that. Give them a try if you're interested. But like here's the thing with like TM, yes I see how this made it easier for starting players for like I don't know like New World League and stuff like that, but if you're a starting or beginning player, would you really be in New World League anyway? You know like they didn't have that team building restriction on the lower levels anyway. You get what I'm saying, chat? So it's like I just think it was an unnecessary change. Like I know it's a split decision like in the community. I know some people like it, some people don't. Me, I'm just on the fence where like I don't like it. I like treasure map the way it was before. I liked being able to fight and team build for all the different bosses. Like it was a lot of fun, and to me it was the highlight of my month OPTC wise. Like it was my favorite event in the game and stuff like that. It was really cool. So I'm not a fan of the change. And I know, like, some people may be like, oh, well, you're only saying you're, like, a high-level player or this, that, or other thing or, like, whatever. Well, I've been playing the game since almost it came out. Like, I have all these units, so being able to get to, like, use them and, like, problem solve and, like, come up with these cool teams, like, I just enjoy that. You know what I mean? So, do I think any singular, like, view is right or wrong in this argument? No, not at all. I think, like, the people that like the change have just as valid of a reason as people like me who don't like the change. I think like I think like both parties can see like why one version of Treasure Map was better than the other. Like, yeah, this one, like, you get through navigation levels and stuff like that, like, so much faster, and, like, you get to higher levels, like, stuff like that, and you're getting through, I guess, like, TM, like, yeah, you're getting through navigation levels faster, which inherently, like, I guess here is a benefit to that specific component of it for, like, new players, is it gives new players a chance in like, just say, like, on East Blue League, for example, to get through navigation levels as fast as possible so that they can what am I trying to say here, chat? So they can get to like super bonus maps and like get a lot of the materials needed for Limit Break and stuff like that. Because like people like me that's been playing not even like since like the start of the game, but people that's been playing since Limit Break was added to the game or TM was added to the game. Just being honest, like I'm not in any need of like Limit Break materials. I have Limit Break materials. Trust me, if I have anything like I have those, and it's from like all the treasure maps and stuff like that. So that's what it like comes down to. Like, it does help, I will say it does help new players, like, get a hold of Limit Break materials faster. And yeah, it does make the team building easier for them, but again, like, me, like, kind of being, like, not devil's advocate, because this is, I guess it's being devil's advocate the other way, because this is, like, me, like, trying to be on, like, my point of it, like, I don't like this change, is that, was there new players in New World anyway that had, like, the restriction? You know what I mean? Like... So that's just my whole input on it, because we didn't get to talk about this last month because I didn't stream Treasure Map. And the reason why I didn't stream Treasure Map is because y'all see it's been here recently within the past, like, God, I don't know, what, 2 weeks maybe 3 weeks that we like started getting our streaming schedule back. Maybe not 3 weeks because we didn't stream the Kazuna. So yeah, that's just like my input on it and stuff like that. So. But everyone is like, seriously, like, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And like I said, I don't think any singular person is wrong in their view of, I like it because of blank, or I don't like it because of blank. Because it is a major change. It's a major change to the game mode. So with it being such a dramatic change, that would come with it, like, very, like, different views and stuff like that. Points of, like, how people will perceive it, so. But to the people that do like the change, like, there's people like that that are in my alliance, stuff like that, like, I totally get their points and stuff like that for why they're saying, like, oh, like, I like this change for Treasure Map because of, like, these reasons here. And, like, they make sense, like, I get them, so. The most important thing is, like I always say, like, you should play a game to have fun. I know it sounds like, well, duh, to, like, anybody hearing that, but I'm just saying that because there's so many people who are like, oh, like, I hate this game or whatever, and, like, even in Treasure Cruise, they'll be like, oh, I hate this game, or, like, this game sucks. Well, then, like, why do you, like, keep playing it then? Like, if it's really as bad as you claim it is, then, like, nobody's asking you to play the game, you know what I mean? So. But it did, I will say this, though, it was pretty cool getting to see, like, the amount of people that I saw that were, how am I trying to say this? The amount of people in the community that I saw that were also like, oh, I like Treasure Map better the other way. That was kind of like, that was cool, but that was also kind of, like, shocking, because it was like, huh, I thought y'all, like, hated Treasure Map. Cause, yeah, people used to act like Treasure Map was, like, the worst thing you could imagine, like, yeah, so it was kind of interesting, like, cool seeing so many people be like, oh, I liked it better the other way. But it could have been people like me that, like, Well, I've always let it be known how much I like Treasure Map and the reasons why I like it. I've always talked about it, and it's because every like big update, or not big update, every big like letter that the OPTC devs like put out, they always say like implementing further improvements to Treasure Map, and like a lot of people always joke about, and other content creators, community members will joke and be like, dude, Treasure Map is in a pretty damn good place. Can y'all please work on some of the other game modes that need help? So it's funny that they're like, oh man, we got to fix Treasure Map. So it's kind of funny. It's almost like a meme at Bandai. You would think like literally every letter they're like, and we will continue to improve Treasure Map. It's so funny. Like for like any new players that may be watching, like maybe they jumped in because of any recent events, or maybe like they heard from people like, oh, you know, New Year's is a great time to start. It's usually historically when like some of the best characters come out and like stuff like that. Any new players out there from like that, in that regards, it's funny. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would just be cooldown. Yeah, we don't need that. We'll take the points. Damn, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, for any like new players, just to have like a better like understanding of this, before they added in like co-op, Assault Rumble, OPTC Run, just for example, like those 3 events, probably before they added Grand Party too. But we'll just I know for a fact like OPTC Run, co-op, and Assault Rumble, they would literally say in like these letters, like the same letters where they'd be like, a new game mode's coming, they like announce those. They would then like also throw in there, oh, and by the way, we're gonna do like further updates to Treasure Map. And it's like, are you kidding me? Like, what are we talking about? What do you mean further implements or improvements to Treasure Map? So it's funny, like it's like seriously, like it seems like it's like a freaking meme at like Bandai. Taking a guest captain here, even though it does give me a little bit less points for this run, but because we can send the friend requests after the fight, maybe it'll add more Sanji Reijus to our friends list. So y'all get why I'm long-time players, or y'all probably get that. If you're a new player, you might be wondering why. Like, why did he take the guest character? Because it's going to give him like less points and stuff like that. But that's why. But I hope you guys are, wish y'all like luck in y'all's TM runs, and I hope you are having a good week. I hope y'all got like good stuff to look forward to Christmas. I almost got all my Christmas shopping done. I was missing, when I went to the store, when I was going everywhere, there was one thing that I need to get at one store, and they didn't open for like 45 minutes, and it was like the last place I was going, so I was like, nah, like I'm going home. I'm not going to stand here and like wait for this place to open. Like, it's not that serious. Like, there's 14 days till Christmas Eve, and like we're gonna give our gifts on like Christmas Eve. So I was like, I got all the time in the world. Like, I don't need to like to get that gift like right now. What were we trying to do here, by the way? Oh, just cleared. That was all the specials we had to use. Is Raichu... The Raichu in this, like, legend, when is that? Is that, like... This had... I guess because of, like, looking at what Sanji's wearing and what Raiju's wearing, I can see, like, her legs, like, bandaged, so it'd be after, like, after Puddin' shot her. I'm assuming... This would have to be obviously before the wedding, because which Sanji's wearing, but after putting shot Reiju is just interesting. I think it would have been cooler. I guess maybe it would have been like non-canon or whatever, but I think it would have been cooler if it was Sanji in his Whole Cake Island outfit like he is, and Reiju was in her raid suit. But it's been a while since I've seen Whole Cake Island, so I can't remember if they were actually ever like interacting with them in those outfits. I know when he's dressed in his like groom outfit they are. But I actually don't know if they had like an interaction like prior to that. Well, I mean, an interaction with them with her in her raid suit prior to that. I can't remember. I really can't. I know like I know she had an interaction with the Straw Hats in her raid suit, but I can't remember when she took that like poison or whatever from Luffy. Yeah, it's interesting. I can't remember. It would have been cooler on the sprite though. I think, just my opinion. Just my opinion for what it's worth, I guess. Which probably ain't much. This TM probably only goes to what, 10 million again? Yeah, okay. Oh, you get a Rumble limit break key. That's pretty cool. I know you get like one Aurora gem, I think. Also, maybe at like 3 million or something. I'm excited for when the New Year's characters will be added. Probably get that information. If like the New Year starts what, like the day after Christmas? I think it says like 26 or something like that. I think that's what it was looking like on that like calendar of like upcoming events and stuff they released. So alright, both stamina refills are that way. Yeah, that's what I think. I'm excited to see it though. I think like obviously, like, there's no question. It's going to be Nika, Bonnie, which I'm excited about. I know some people are like, oh, I don't want like that. Like, oh, it's all there's so many like Bonnie and stuff like that. Like, yeah, there's been a lot of Bonnies, but like, have you been following the story arc? Like, hello, like the story arc's like about Bonnie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, of course she's gonna have representation. So. But I know some people are like wore out on Bonnies and stuff like that. I know some people are wore out on like Vegapunks, stuff like that. Like I totally get that. Like I'm definitely wore out like Vegapunk units and stuff like that. As long as they're like, unless they have like some kind of like unique differences about them or stuff like that. Like that'd be, then it's different if the character is like unique. But we'll have to see like what New Year's is going to be. I know it's going to be like Nika, Bonnie, and maybe like an anniversary legend like young Kuma. Because I've been wanting, and I said this on like social media when like the most recent anniversary exclusive characters were released. I want Big Mom and Kaido from One Piece magazine added, but they just did Big Mom and Kaido for that like wafer like campaign and stuff like that. So, and the artwork is sick though. Don't get me wrong. Like the artwork is really cool. It's just if you've seen like the picture from One Piece magazine of Big Mom and Kaido, it's really cool, and it would be great to get a legend for them in the game. Like we have the Ace, Oiran Yamato, Three Sword style Nami, and Hancock with what's his name? Devil Fruit. Inaru's Devil Fruit. Like, it would be cool to get a magazine character of Big Mom Kaido, I think. And I'm sure we will, like, eventually. Maybe on, like, they have to space it out from this one they just released, so maybe it'll be an anniversary character for Global Annie or something next year or something. Oh no, we gotta do this first. Alright, so go ahead and activate these. Putting alright, cool. So now, wait, doesn't Luffy, doesn't he buff the attack buff? Yeah, he does. So like, Yeah, like why not? Like so, yeah. Okay, so we should still use Luffy then, so that way we can get that attack buff. Attack buff. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. It makes Pudding's attack buff like increase. So yeah, we should still use like Luffy there. We're gonna try and stream for like 2 hours. Obviously, like a big determining factor is if we run out of stamina. Because if we run out of stamina, well then, chat. I'm sorry, like I love y'all, but I'm not just gonna just sit here and just talk to y'all. So if we run out of stamina, then well, we'll be stopping the stream there. We're about to level up though, so we're gonna get a free stamina refill. And that goes past that one. I was about to say, depending on what we roll here. That one's 4 away. Oh, we rolled a 1, we have a 3, so... Nice. Ah. Well. Would have been nice. Did this one work? Yes, it did. Go ahead and grab that. And then we can take out Oven up there. Oh, cool, and then we can have a chance to, like, try and take out the other 2 that we didn't run into this time. Alright, so use this. We got Kaikuri, so let me just grab those points. Oh man, I am like... I ain't gonna lie, I'm beat, chat. I did not sleep very good last night. And I didn't sleep very long last night either. I got way less sleep than I should have, so I'm just gonna be real with y'all. But we're still here, we're still having fun, so... Actually, I don't know how many treasure map points we got there. I saw we were at like 1.5 million already, so we are gonna like get to 10 really freaking fast, which is cool. It'll enable us to tomorrow tomorrow we won't be streaming TM. I don't know if we'll ever stream TM 2 days in a row anymore because of like the new structure of it. It's so easy to get through the points so much faster that like there might not be a reason to do like the TM the second day, and you get through it so much faster, you spend your stamina faster. So like I said, like I would hate to like start a stream and then it's like, oh by the way, like, oh, we're out of stamina refill now after like 30-40 minutes. We're just like okay, because I did already like get my daily quest done, so I don't even have that to do. So if we run out of stamina, then yeah, we will be wrapping up the stream. Needless to say. But yeah, tomorrow then, since we're only doing the TM today, we'll be back streaming some more SAO Fatal Bullet, because we did not yesterday, day before yesterday we did stop trying to bite. The day before yesterday, we did Final Fantasy VIII. That's what I was trying to say. I'm wondering if the next time we play Final Fantasy VIII, if we're actually going to clear Disc 2 or not. Because I feel like we're progressing the story a lot faster now than we were earlier on. And I know a big part of that is because like there's like no tutorials anymore. Like we're just cooking right now, so... Stop. Stop trying to bite. I don't like that shit. If you try it again, I'm gonna put you down on the ground. Oh, I did want to say, chat. I just remembered this, by the way. I saw this. This is something that like I kind of like missed the fact of and like glossed over. While we're going back to the cruise here, I can show y'all. So on the one team, the team versus Big Mom, I think it was. Let me here, it's right in front of me. TM crew. Yeah. It's the team versus Kid that didn't have Sanji Reiju. So remember for this one, we were using a friend captain of Wanda Carrot. So I actually like missed this fact. You don't need the Dreadnought Saber ship for that one if you're doing the team that doesn't require Sanji and Reiju. If you're doing the team that requires Sanji and Reiju, then you do need that ship, but otherwise you don't, because when you activate their special to become Wanda Carrot for 3 turns, then their combined form, you see, deals 100,000 damage to all enemies at the end of the turn. So then that way, damn, what am I trying to say, chat? They bypass the resilience that the enemy has, because they'll do end of turn damage. So totally forgot they actually had that in their captain ability. As long as I've been using like Wanda and Carrot, who are goated TM units, like if you don't have Wanda Carrot, like they're a unit you definitely want on your team. They're clutch. Like they're super good. I don't know if I've ever made use of that, of them like kind of bypassing like resilience, because obviously like I have with units like when they came out, like V1 Kaido and V1 Momonosuke, like I've Magma Kaido, even like them bypassing like resilience with their end of turn damage. I don't think I've ever done that once with Wanda Carrot. Like when I was theory crafting with Nico, and I was filtering by like, is there any like captains that are boosted during this event that deal end of turn damage? Like, let me see. When it said Wanda Carrot, I thought it was like, oh, maybe they're like miscategorized or something on like the database, but you know, let me just check and see, like, is there something in their kit that I'm missing? And yeah, when I saw that, I was like stunned. I was like, I have no memory of them ever doing that. Like they're clutch in this TM, like for the fact that you can activate their special on stage 2 and stage 3 of both fights, and they'll inflict they'll inflict the turn the enemy's defense to 0 on, again, both fights. Because in this, like I was talking about in my breakdown video, none of these bosses or like mini bosses, and I mean mini bosses, not like in the old treasure map sense, in the sense of like on the second stage. Oh, I just realized like I can just tap with like Kid and Nami to clear that first stage, because they'll kill the turtles, because their slots don't really matter anyway, because they're only boosted by one of the captains, so they're doing like smaller damage anyway. God, it'd be nice if I could hit it perfect. I'm like tapping too fast. You hear that bird? You want to go see what that bird's doing? I hear that cardinal out there chirping. You want to go check on him? No, you want me to keep petting you? Alrighty. I like Sanji Reiju as a legend. I think they're better than some TM legends that came out this year, but you do have to meet the like tag requirements to get like the you have to meet like certain requirements, or like either the tag requirements or the one of every type to get certain things, which can be a challenge for them. So I think that is the thing that like does hurt them, but like it's not bad. Like there's definitely been like worse units, I would say, worse TM units like this year. Like Ace, There was that TM Sabo, right? Yeah, Ace, Sabo, Tashigi. Like, the three of them were just, like, kind of disappointing. And it's funny because, like, before them, if my memory's correct, like, before Tashigi was Buggy and Stussy, and they're both really freaking good. So it's funny, like, in that regard. But, like, they made, like, these two, like, really good TM legends, and then they, like, made, like, three terrible ones. I mean, they're not, like, unusable terrible, but they're not good units. Oh yeah, I gotta tap with you guys because of Frankie's captain. I guess I didn't need to go all the way to the final tap there, but whatever. Remember, if you don't have that Brook support that I have there to remove the enemy's increased defense on stage 2, Frankie's captain ability, when you tap with a character with Barrier Pierce, if they're able to inflict, if they're able to meet the requirements of Barrier like Pierce, then it will, when you hit a perfect, it'll remove it by 2 turns, I believe. So I think it's 2 turns. I don't think it's 1. If it's 1, then you just have to hit a perfect with Frankie and Pudding. If it's 2, then you just have to hit a perfect with either one of them. Which, so you'd probably want to use, like, I guess it'd be up to your discretion, because Pudding has, like, a higher boost, so she might have a higher statistical buff than Frankie. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so this we definitely want to save till after, like, we finish the fight up there. And then we'll actually clear everyone out on this one, so that's pretty cool. Nice. Happy about that. My lighting looking because the sun's about to go down. Nice. I will take that. Getting these nav charts. Oh, I thought I was gonna land on a treasure spot, but ink pen, I'll take it. All right, we'll take out oven here. All right, let's see what this one's gonna be. Crit. Yeah, I am like super tired, Chad. I am even up front right now. I'm hoping maybe after the stream, like maybe I'll get like a second wind. 3. Oh, 3 would go past the treasure chest. It's 2 to land on it. So yeah, this way. Yeah, like I said, I'm hoping after I stream, like I'll get like a second win there. 'Cause I'm gonna try and like wrap as many of my Christmas presents as I can today. That'd be nice to like go ahead and like get that done. I don't know why she made that like little noise before she got up. I think she did want to go check on the birds. I'm just gonna put the lamp on like that instead of stand up. I'm gonna bring the lamp to me. So that way when the sun goes down, it'll just already be like lit up and stuff like that. But yeah, what else is there that we can like chat about and update y'all on? So we're gonna be playing Fatal Bullet tomorrow. That's the plan. As long, unless like things change, obviously I'll let y'all know. But the plan is tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna stream Fatal Bullet. Last time we played Fatal Bullet was a freaking blast, dude. Like, God, it was so much fun. I was just playing it. I was just thinking, like, man, I freaking love this game. So y'all know, like, I've been rewatching like the SAO anime over time as we've been playing through these games, so I can talk about like the differences between like, you know, the characters' stories and just the differences in the timeline and the stories in general. Since the game burst, for people that may only be tuned in for Treasure Cruise, but are Sword Art Online fans, so they would know just about the series in general. The light novels and anime are a separate storyline than what the quote-unquote gameverse is. Now, not every Sword Art Online game falls into the gameverse category, but there is 6 games that tell a story across those 6 games that is continuous, and Fatal Bullet is the 4th one, and it takes place in Gun Gale Online, and it's been a lot of fun to play it so far. Like, I'm loving it. It's so cool. Very, very, very exciting. And the last stream was great because we actually got we unlocked the armor set that I wanted. Or the armor, that's not a set because you only equip like one. So we unlocked the armor that I wanted the most, so that was really cool that we got it like relatively early in the game, because I could not find any information online on how to unlock that specific armor. I could find information on like all these other like different armors and stuff on how to unlock them, but I could not find specific information on that one. So I was really glad like that we got it unlocked. And then after we unlocked it, we also got the ability to recolor our armor too, so that was really exciting too. To be able to, no, well, not just our armor, our guns and our accessories and stuff like that. So that was really cool to be able to like customize our character further and like change the color of like our outfits and like stuff like that. Again, so early, so like our character, because I'm gonna wear that armor for the rest of the game. So it's cool that like I have my look for the game like now. So I can't wait to play it tomorrow and see how much like further we progress and stuff like that. Because I think we're making like great progress in it. Same thing with Final Fantasy VIII. Like we're making a lot of like really good progress in Final Fantasy VIII. I feel like we're getting through it like super fast. So once we beat it, we're gonna go into Resident Evil Revelations 2, and then following Resident Evil Revelations 2, because we're definitely gonna play that after. We're definitely gonna play Revelations 2 after. Chat. What was it? I literally just said Final Fantasy VIII, definitely. But after we finish Revelations 2, the plan would then be Summon Night Swordcraft Story 1 and 2, the Game Boy Advance RPGs. So I'm excited to like try those, because I've been seeing like a lot of like cool videos like I've been looking up about those 2 games, because once I like saw like just them on like a list of like best GBA RPGs, and I was like, oh, what is this game? Like I've never heard of it and stuff like that, and like seeing like gameplay of it and stuff like that, I was like, oh damn, like it looks like super sick. Like I gotta check this game out, and like seeing like how many people like rave about the game and like the memories they have and how much they love playing it and stuff. Like I was like, oh man, I gotta play these 2 games, and hopefully the third one day will get like a English translation like patch. But so I'm excited to like check those out too, because now it's like a perfect time we can actually talk about like streams that we want to like games we have playing in the pipeline, especially with it like the new year starting, so that way like y'all can know kind of like what to expect and like what I have like cooking up. So yeah, Summon Night Swordcraft Story is definitely one of them. Yeah, I can't believe I missed those perfect there. And now I have like no like matching slots on them, so I'm just gonna like pass this turn again. Couldn't got one, so that's all that matters. Gosh, I would like to play something I want to play like sooner rather than later. I can go through those. Definitely Valkyrian Chronicles. Want to play through it, the remastered version. I want to play Okami HD is a big one. Well, so I have like a long list of like games I like to play through, but I'm trying to think of like ones I want to get to like sooner rather than later, like closer versus like some of the other ones. Sandland, I definitely want to play. I've been wanting to play it ever since like I played the demo. Yeah, I like barely played that because I wasn't hitting perfect. Cause I was like screwing up there. Maybe I used like Frankie's Frankie's super class there, just for like some extra damage and stuff like that. Does your super switch do? Poisons the enemy. And then yeah, they raid you poison and shit. What else? What else other than like Fanland? Shoot, what was that one game I want to play? Yeah, we don't need to switch to Law because we already have the buffs. We just need to use Luffy special so that way he stays buffed by Frankie's captain ability. Damn, I'm like tripping, chat. Like I cannot think of like the name of this game. Digimon Cyber Sleuth. I want to play both of them. The Cyber Sleuth and the Cyber Sleuth like Hacker's Memory or whatever it's called. Those are definitely like on there. Those are the. I can't really think of like any others right now because like I do have a list of like so many games I do want to play through. But those are the ones that I would want to play through like way sooner rather than like later. By the way, is there anyone in front of me? Yeah, there is. I need to like face him first, and then I can use a slingshot. Oh, cool. We got a second one we can use. They're both at only 60%, so we'll see like how many like enemies they take out. Yeah, the next time they said we'll continue updated like providing updates to treasure map. It's gonna be like they're gonna have one that's gonna like speed up that to where like now it doesn't even show an animation of like a character like attacking the mini boss or something. But oh well, now that takes too long too, so we'll just give you the points or something like that. Or they'll just like increase like the amount of points you get per like intrusion fight and boss fight and just completely remove those sections and then remove the slingshot and like gun cards and stuff like that. Or maybe they'll change it to where like, oh, they give you like a statistical buff or something. Or if you use them, like you get like a point buff, like when you then fight the boss. Something like that. It will be something they'll have like an update like halfway through the year next year. It'll be there. It'll be the next thing they're working on. They said, oh, how to improve like treasure map. This might be a hot take, but this would be a kind of a cool idea. It wouldn't happen, but it would be a cool idea. Is if like they had like, so y'all know how like co-op is the first and last month of the co-op season. Like it skips that middle month for the season. So I just say hypothetically like if it was in like January through March. I know those aren't the months of the season, but if it was, then it would be on January, skip February, March. That middle month where they don't have co-op, so there's like less to do anyway. In OPTC, it'd be cool if like they had Super Treasure Map those months, and Super Treasure Map was like how Treasure Map was before this change that we had last month, where you had to plan for the bosses and you had like the restrictions and stuff like that. And it had like, yeah, it was harder, but there was less in the game to like do, so it would give like the players a time to like team build or like whatever, you know what I mean? But also it could have like better awards for those, and then they would have it like every like third month. Oh, it's Super Treasure Map, so now you have like all teams, kind of like how they have like Kazuna and Super Boss like every other month. I just think that would be cool, and that way like it could kind of like appeal to both people who are for and people who are against the TM change. I think that'd be like a cool idea. That way it's like everybody gets like what they want out of it. And use Bonnie and then Wanda Carrot. I do need to say though, if you swap Pudding for someone who does Chain Boundary, I did remember that's the stage where you need one of every type for Sanji and Reiju's Captain ability to work. So you would just need to actually wait. Pudding's redundant there on that team because you already have a quick character. You already have the quick character requirement being fulfilled by Carrot anyway. So no, you could actually forget what I was saying. You could replace Pudding with anybody to give you like the chain buff, like I was talking about, with Sanji or Jinbei probably being like your best bets. Y'all hear that noise in the background? It's one of the cats. I'm not gonna say their name because they're gonna freak out. Doing their nails in like a scratching post, like a corrugated or cardboard like scratching post, stuff like that. So that's what that noise was in the background stuff. Yeah, I think that's like the only games like I can like think off the top of my head, because I was like what, like 5, 6 if you count the 2 Summon Night games separate. Games I said there that like I would definitely want like in the pipeline that I have, like I want to do like sooner rather than later, so we know we're going to go FF8 into Resident Evil Revelations 2 into Summon Night, and then from there probably one of those other games there that I talked about. When we finish SAO, I don't know what we'll jump into. We might just take, because I want to play those games so soon, we might just take like one of those other games I haven't started and just like throw that in there and stuff like that. So we'll see. But I'm excited like with the I'm excited for next year's streaming in general. With this year, we got our streams like upgraded, upgraded is a good way to say, because if you had been following me like from a long time ago, like we didn't get to stream Treasure Cruise at first. We could only stream broadcast from the PS4, so we had to use a PS4 camera. We couldn't use any overlays or stuff like that. And now obviously like we have the overlays that like I made myself and stuff like that, so we have like a lot more like flexibility and freedom with like how we're able to express ourselves. And not just that, like we're not like stuck like how we were in some situations where like we couldn't play certain games because of the little blocked scene thing on PlayStation. Like we couldn't stream Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon until we got our own like capture card and like setup and stuff like this. So really like it was really cool like getting to like upgrade our streams like that. So then like to add to that, the next thing about that, since we have like we've gotten like the streams and stuff like that upgraded, gosh, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to like bear with me with like where my mind is. I'm just like I'm struggling with like my like memory and like concentration stuff from like all the bad sleep and just the stuff I got going on like in my personal life. It's just like oh, I was just trying to say, and we reached our 50 followers goal that we had, so we're just making like all this like progress and stuff, or we had all those progresses and advancements throughout like 2025 in the stream, so I'm really excited about that. We got our first like sub, and like gift sub was like even put in, and like all that stuff, like so like really cool stuff. So the next, like going into next year, my goal, obviously like I have it in the title of the video and stuff, is I would love to, and like, you know, I'm working hard to it to try and get to affiliate, and that's so that we can you know, just continue to keep improving and just like have just a better like stream and like everything in general. So we're trying to get to affiliate next. That's our like next big goal. And just like when we got to 50 followers, once we get to once we reach affiliate, there is a special playthrough we're going to do then, which I'll reveal once we get to that milestone. But it's going to be like, out of all the games we played so far, I think it's definitely going to be like the best and like funnest one to play. And I'll just say like it's a game that it's one of my favorite games. I'm excited to play it, and it's a modded version of it. It's actually like a version I've never played before, so it's going to be cool to experience that like with you guys for the first time, to see like, oh, let me see like this difference in this game and stuff like that I'm familiar with and stuff like that. Let me see like this change to it, or like I've never played it this way before. We're going to take like a quick pause here, like actually doing the treasure map, because I did see that Kid reached mastery, and he's also he reached his mastery plus we can super evolve him. So let's go ahead and limit break him first. Yeah, see, he got all the way over here. So we'll limit break him first, and then we'll go ahead and unlock this with the key and let the rest of the mastery fill up on its own. But we'll go ahead, we'll super evolve him. Alright, cool. And no, we don't need to power him up anymore. Okay, so now we can jump back into the TM. I actually like both these artworks for Kid. I think they're really cool. Y'all can probably see now, like maybe in the background, that it is starting to get like darker outside. Like I told y'all, the sun was definitely about to go down. Man, I ordered some Pokemon cards like last week, or shit, by now maybe the week before last. They still haven't come in the mail yet, so I just gotta keep like waiting and checking and see. The only problem is that it's freaking cold as hell out here, chat. So like walking to the mailbox at my apartment is so freaking cold. I'm hoping they arrive soon though, so just because that's gonna be like exciting. And okay, so we don't have any Sanji and Reiju friend captains available, so now is a good time that we can test this team. So this is versus Big Mom, so that means we need to use this team with like Bon Clay. So for it, we need Luffy and Law as a friend captain. I'm sure there's a million of those available. Oh shoot, and then Sanji and Reiju showed up. Okay, so never mind. JK on that, just put a pin in that. This is versus Big Mom. What team do we need to use? I can't even remember it now. Yeah, this one. This is the team we need to use. I couldn't like back out because we could lose that like guest, so. Yeah, I thought we were about to get to like try like both of the teams that I made that didn't require them, so that way we could like get that in like the recording and stuff, but we'll see. We may still get to. I'm gonna like wipe my nose, it's like running a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and activate Carrot. Sanji. And yeah, see, Carrot, Quick, Pudding, Quick. So yeah, you could easily replace them if you need more damage. I don't think you would on this stage, so I would run probably Jinbei instead of Sanji then. So that way you can get his chain boundary and stuff like that. That's probably the switch I'll make to this team once I get once damage does start getting like kind of iffy and stuff like that. That's the change I'll make to it. So I was about to say, does Kid have the requirements to bind himself? And he does. So that's good because Super Evolving Kid is actually going to give us more damage because now Law will inflict a weakness status to the enemy. So that's actually pretty dope. So we're gonna get more damage here, and not just like the Kid also got like a statistical buff from us, like or yeah, he got like a stat buff from us, like super evolving him and stuff like that. Wait. Did Kid do target mark status, or am I tripping? I swear I thought I saw that on there. I think he did target mark status. I know that Kid unit is really good. But yeah, if he did, then we definitely added on like a lot more damage then, because we're not just getting the weakened stats, we're also getting like target mark status. Yeah, let me hit info on him. Set target stats. Yeah, he does. Wow, okay, I did not actually glossed over that part of it. I remember like he binded himself, but I couldn't remember what you got like from him doing that, like to kind of like balance that. So yeah, that I forgot what set target stats. So yeah, our damage should be pretty good for a while, I would imagine. I like this. I do like this free-to-play Kid. I think he's a good free-to-play character. I think that seems like general consensus in the community. I saw about like this Kid specifically. I think like I think in general most people do like him. I would get 2 to choose from. I'll just go on to higher pirate level. Why not? Oh, and there's Sanji Reiju, who's been limit broke with a key also. So. Why not? We'll see how long we can keep going with like the guest captains. What I might do is well, again, if we run out of stamina and stuff like that, then we're gonna just wrap the stream up. But if we run out of guest captains before I would like close the game and stuff to try again. To try and like shuffle my available guest captains is what I'm trying to say, or available like captains I can take as like friend captains. Might like refresh the list. There might be some that are on my friends list that have Sanji and Pudding. I would do those 2 fights with the teams without them, just so like to show y'all guys how those teams work. But again, I have no concerns with them working at all. Like I'm positive like they'll work. So. Again, if you guys can't find any Sanji and Reiju friend captains, if you are seeing like on his first day, like, hey, that's an issue or whatever, definitely go check out the YouTube video where I break down 1 team each that doesn't require them at all and doesn't require like any of the new batch at all. So not even like rare recruits or nothing. Like you're good to go. So hopefully that'll like help you guys. Didn't see if he got. Oh yeah, we do get only like normal attack only. I was about to say, if damage was tight there, I wonder if it'd be best to like inflict like poison on him with the super switch. Because it would buff Frankie's like color affinity on the prior stage and poison the enemy. But I think they have to be poisoned to get the Reiju poison. No, it's on the bottom one. But they don't even get a conditional buff, do they? No, they don't even get a conditional buff against poison, so it's kind of like, who cares? I didn't even look to see if we could add like a conditional buff for poison. Probably not, because there's only so few that like do it. I don't think any would attach to like any of these applicable characters. Well, regardless, we can just keep going. But yeah, if you are having like problems with like the teams, or if you did watch the video and you needed help with like replacing any of the characters or anything like that, by all means feel free to comment. I can gladly like help you out to the best of my ability and stuff like that. Give you like specific units to use and their like ID numbers if you need. They're like links to the database when I'm talking about characters if you need, so that way you can know specifically like which character I'm talking about and stuff like that. Because I know that can be helpful for like new players and stuff like that. Because me and Nico, again, shout out to Nico 93 for the follow on here. They were also commenting on the YouTube video, and we were kind of theory crafting and going through a lot of like ideas to help them like build a team based off of what was available in their character box. So hopefully, like hopefully they were able to get through the event easy and stuff like that. I'm going to check obviously to see if there's any new comments after I finish streaming and stuff like that before I continue going about the other stuff I have to do today. So to help them or any other players. And as always, like this stream is going to be like uploaded to YouTube also, by the way. So, oh, we're getting a salmon refill, so we will get to continue to stream like longer. Let me see, my cats are about to start like fighting. What time is it? They have like 45 minutes to like. It's their dinner time, so they're not going to get. They're not going to get their food until the stream's over, definitely. I try to think of like what to say that won't like trigger them, because they know certain words about food, but I don't know if they know food. Trigger them where they'll be all like, oh wait, are we like, is it now time to eat, like stuff like that. So it's like I had to be careful, like even saying like their names and stuff like that, because they'll start like being like, huh? Okay, so this is fighting Big Mom, so we know versus Big Mom we're gonna need Luffy and Law. Okay, so there's not a friend captain there, so we'll go ahead and like just grab like any that are preferably level limit break 5. Okay, this one is. So I haven't tested this team yet, but again, like I'm not worried about it. I just gotta see like who we start with. Friend captain on Law. That's right, because Law has the higher captain ability. And it was like this team of Bond Clay, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so testing this team now for the first time, I'm gonna have to like actually look and see like how the hell does it work? Because like I can't remember. Or I haven't tested it yet. I've only like I put the team together, but like I'm pretty positive it's gonna work. Now if I get on here and it doesn't work, then like, well, I guess that's gonna be like funny for you guys, chat. So let's go ahead and like clear the stage. Do any of these matter? No, we don't need to like keep any specific slots, so we can just go with this like type affinity. Okay, so this one's key because we have the Peckham support here. So Peckham's only rewinds special reverse on the character he's applied to. So with that, it's perfect because we're going to super switch here. Now we'll get our attack buff. Now we swapped into Law. When we activate Law's special here, boom, that's going to go ahead and remove the chain boundary. So now we're going to be good to go. That's the only thing we need to pop on this one. And we inflict the weakness to him since we had the bind on this turn. So we can just go ahead and like just clear the stage then. So now that we've cleared that stage, like super easy, now we go to Big Mom. So this is the one where you have to use like specials in like very specific orders. So that's going to give color affinity to some of our characters, not all of them, some. And what you want to do is go ahead and do Kobe first, obviously, because he's the only one that can remove Special Bind. So Special Bind's removed. Now we have the orb buff. So now you want to use page 1 because he's going to help us survive the death hit. And yeah, see, Special used 2. So this should give us a chain lock of 3. So we should be right in the middle. So the database, I swear, for page 1 said Special's used this turn. And it's Special's used in total used across like this fight. And that's what it says like in his information. But I swear the database said like this turn. So it doesn't say like what's capped at, but based off his special it should be 3 because it says 0 to 2, 3. So we're right in the middle of the minimum maximum, which is perfect. So now we want to use Zoro's special. And that'll give us increased damage taken on Big Mom. And why didn't it remove attack down? Give me 1 second, chat. If 3 or more Straw Hat Pirates on there, reduces attack down. Oh, okay. I see. Is Zoro an action special? Alright, let me like go to chatting real quick. I'll tell y'all like what went wrong there. Okay, so you need to do Zoro after the friend captain, Luffy, and Law. And that's because since it's on Law and not Luffy or the dual captain, the character tags isn't right. So Luffy and Law, the one on your crew, is reading as Straw Hat. Zoro's reading as Straw Hat, but the friend captain is only reading as Law, so it's reading as Heart Pirates. So be aware of that. All right, the game's like popping back in now. Okay, cool. Zoro was not an action special, so let's actually run this back. So Kobe first, then page 1. I just want to like double check, be sure. Yeah, 3 times at 0 to 2. Special uses 2. So yeah, so we'll get 3 times chain lock. Then we want to use swap to Luffy. Now we got the attack buff. But we want to use their special even though we already have an orb buff. Just because it's going to buff the attack buff regardless. But also, remember, Luffy, Law, like their combined form has the best captain ability that they can have, like attack damage wise. So now you want to do Zoro's special first, and then that removed the attack down. That's what the problem was we had the tags wrong because we didn't have it reading as Luffy was out there. Then do the versus ability. Now we buffed the damage taken. And now we want to trigger Bond Clay. So let's make Bond Clay Powerhouse, Cerebral, and Size Fine. So that way he can get the buffs of like the applicable like color affinity buff and orb buff, and he can also get the he's Powerhouse, so he'll hit like the weakness status. And okay, cool. Zoro still has his rush. Okay, I was like worried, like, is he lose his rush if he doesn't have tandem slots? But no, okay, that's not a problem. All right, cool. So now we can just go ahead and like just start with like Zoro first, obviously. Oh my god, I just realized something, chat. I think I just killed us because... Okay, we barely survived that. Yeah, don't use Zoro's Rush. I just realized because, yeah, that can probably kill you. Like, thank God, like, page 1 had an 80% damage reduction. But I totally forgot, like, oh yeah, Rush cost HP to use. So... You saw we survived that with only like 2,000 health. So obviously, like depending on the stats of like the friend captain you pick, you might not survive that. So that's funny. I guess like if you want, you could throw like on where the stat buff supports that we had, where you could put like ones that are like high HP buff and stuff like that. But I think it'll be fine on damage anyway. That you won't need Zoro's Rush. So. That's so funny. I literally thought, like, I was like, huh, I think I just, like, killed myself in that. That's really, really, really funny. Like, as I was doing that rush and I was watching the life bar go down, I was thinking, like, this doesn't look good. That's really funny, though, chat. Yeah, I see you over there acting out, Haley. Yeah, I see you acting out. Now she's over there, like, smiling at me. Just playing. She's just having a good time. I'm sure this, like, refreshed, like, my captain list. Because we did have to close the app there. Yeah, I actually, like, that totally, like, slipped my mind when I was, like, writing down the order of those specials. I totally forgot that, oh yeah, like some character tags on dual units just don't apply to both of the dual units. Like they're on who is active right then. So that's really, 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 really funny, chat. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. What was I doing here, chat? Swap to Luffy. That's what it was. I knew. I was like, you do something on stage 1 in this fight. And I was like, what was it? Just tap with you guys and let the in-turn damage like kill here. Yeah, see, I like using that Brook support there. Again, if you don't have it, like you can get past that like increased defense with like a perfect there. But since we're using this shit that just doesn't make it easier to hit perfects, like, well, it just takes that like out of there for you. Because like, if you miss the perfect with Frankie and like Pudding, well then you're screwed. You tap with these two first. Yeah, because usually I can hit perfects and stuff like that, but I'm gonna be honest with you, like when I'm like farming and like going through like treasure map and stuff like that, or Kazuna or anything in like OPTC, I'm always like doing something else. Like I'm always like watching TV or something. So sometimes I'm not like focused specifically on like, oh man, I gotta hit this perfect. Make sure like my whole run depends on like I hit all my perfects. Like like unless I'm doing like a GARP challenge or like a unless I'm doing like a GARP challenge or a help me out, chat. What am I trying to say? God forbid, a Grand Voyage. And I say that because I have so many of those still to do. Like I have not made a lot of progress on those. Use Frankie again, and then Luffy. I actually didn't even look to see like if I met the requirement on this team. I don't think I do to trigger Kid's ability on here to get the set target status. I actually don't know. Oh, but then if we do that, we have to switch to Law, so we would lose the Dex typing on Luffy Law if we did that. So then that like I just don't know if it'd be worth it. Like, yeah, we get the set target status, but then we would go from like 4 units that are boosted by both captains down to like 3. So I think like we'll just worry about like what we have right now. Anything ain't broke, don't fix it. Just go this way, just so we can get the points. We're almost halfway through the treasure map anyway. We're at, what is this going to get us to? 4... Just under like 4.1. I'll take it. It's definitely helpful because we got like all those nav upgrades. We got so many nav charts, and so many of them succeeded too. So that like obviously like made it like really clutch and stuff. Damn, I just realized their cotton candy is like plus 600, so that means they like maxed all their like cotton candy spots. Damn, shout out to them. It actually surprised me like that we got kids mastery like already to where we could use the key form. I felt like that was like fast as hell. Like, did they like increase the amount of mastery you get or something like that? Because I swear like that was mad quick compared to like doing like other ones. Obviously I've done so many treasure maps now. I just seemed like that went by like so fast. Like up my heating pad a little bit. I'm starting to get like a little sore, but I want to keep like streaming like the amount that I said I was, unless like again it runs into the stamina issue. But I'm not going to front chat. I'm getting a little hungry. I've just got a good bit of like stuff to do today in general still. Once I finish streaming, I guess it wouldn't be today, I guess it'd be tonight. Like I said, like other than dinner, I'm gonna like wrap like Christmas gifts and like stuff like that. So the most that I can with how like my back's been feeling, stuff like that. But I still haven't done, because I was running those errands and like stuff like that. I still have all my physical therapy exercises to do and stuff like that, so dude, am I tripping? Like, who do I use here? Oh, duh, kid. Pro, sorry chat. Like I said, my brain's like all over the place like right now with the stuff I got going on. That's also why I was kind of like, well, I'm not going to be streaming as long today, but I was like, hey, that's not a problem with me with what I got in my head. Funny enough, like, that was so funny the last time like we streamed Fatal Bullet. I was like, okay, I got an appointment tomorrow, so we're going to try and stream as much as we can, but like, just let y'all know it's not going to be as long as like the other streams, blah, blah, blah. And then like, once we started, like, we were like really getting into like Fatal Bullet and like making progress in it, I was like, when we finally finished the stream, I was like, yeah, I was trying to end this stream like an hour and a half ago, but we just kept like getting like more stuff to do in this like totally like kick-ass game. Like it was a lot of fun. It was super cool. But I mean, that's a great feeling. Like that's a really awesome feeling. Like when you're playing a game that like you're really enjoying, that you cannot like pry yourself away from it. So it was a super fun stream, the last like Fatal Bullet stream. So has me really excited for tomorrow's. Give me like 1 second. I'm not getting up or anything. I'm just switching over to chatting just because I have to like do something on my phone just real quick. I need to like lower the brightness now. It's like getting like darker outside. It's I ain't gonna lie, it's a little much on my face. Give me 1 second. Okay. Alright, we can jump back into the game now. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so we're at the bonus map here. Got the bonus map here. I wonder if we'll get the stamina refill. Hopefully, like we'll be like lucky enough to. Oh, we've been I just see like we've been recording for like an hour and a half. So yeah, I'm just going to stream 30 more minutes. If we're like, if it gets to like the 2-hour mark and we're in the middle of a like if we fought a kid and like we had Big Mom to go, I'm not going to stop in the middle of a map unless like obviously we run out of stamina, we can't advance any further forward. Then like I will and stuff like that. But no, we can just get free reign to like pick. Yeah, I like Sanji Reiju. I will say I did like 2 pulls because I had Rainbow Tavern medals that were expiring. I have some more that will expire before the TM banner's gone. And if the Kazuna legend, because they won't expire before the like Kazuna banner. So if the Kazuna banner, if I like that banner or that legend better, then I'll spend them on that. If not, then I'll probably like use them to try and get them. Sanji and Reiju. I mean, I'll probably like put another one into that. But even if the Kazuna legend themselves isn't good, if the banner's good, like say it features like specifically, who do I want? If it specifically features Shiryu or Khalifa, then I'm like, okay, yeah, I think I might like try and like go for this because I really want both of those legends. I've wanted Shiryu since he came out. I actually pulled on Shiryu's banner up until like the you get like a recommended character, so like 3 or something like that. And I didn't get Shiryu, unfortunately. I still don't have him, but I really want that Shiryu because if you know me, y'all know I am a big fan of the I'm a big fan of the anniversary exclusive Strength Blackbeard. The bypasses defensive effects. Like I'm a big fan of him. And I want to be able to use like him, Shiryu, Burgess, the TM Buggy because he works so well with them. Even the Strength Film Red G5 Luffy works good with them, and Magma Kaido works good with it. Like yeah, they're like it's just super fun to like use them. Who's like Super Tandem is on here? Frankie's 3 of the following characters. I'm not gonna do that Super Tandem because that would take like all of them, and then that would just leave me like Pudding would be the only boosted unit left. So I'll just still tapping like the way I've been tapping. Yeah, Sanji's cooking for us on that like fight specifically. Everybody else is doing the best that they can. I just gotta see if there's a way. If there's a way I can get that around that resilience on that second stage. I mean, I guess I could like switch into Reiju, but that's like, what would I do at the final stage? If I can figure out someone to do that, I can swap the ship, and then I would just get more damage in general. So I'll probably like look and try and figure that out on my own, because that would instantly make a difference if I could change to like a rainbow ship, definitely. So we'll see. Reiju. Why did you go like hit your sister just because she was scratching? That was not nice, Asta. That was very mean. And he's still chasing her. And he's gonna act out for the next like 25 minutes until I end the stream because just because he's a jackass. Also, if we switch to a rainbow ship, then yeah, we could like do the switch with like law and like stuff like that, if needed to like trigger like kids effect, like different stuff like that. It would just give us more like, it would just up our damage basically. Is what I'm trying to say. If I can figure a way around that. I'm sorry. Who did I need to attack with? Oh yeah, you two. In chat, my brain is just like everywhere. Well, it's like my brain's like simultaneously like everywhere and like nowhere. Funny enough. Have any water left? No, I don't. Why did I put it back beside me? I'll be good till we like finish the stream though. What's up, buddy? You were sleeping a long time. You were snoozing over there. I was about to say we're gonna go past that stamina refill. Three. No, that's on a 2. So neither of the steering wheels that we have, or ship wheels, not steering wheels, can get us like the chance to land on that. So we're gonna have to like just do a roll when we get up there. We will have like -2 though, so we roll a 4. If we roll a 4, if we roll anything less than a 4, we'll get another chance. So, okay, so we get another chance at it. 60% chance. I'd rather keep those to like get stamina refills. So just throw out that one. Ah, we went past it. 100% chance to move. So that one was what, 80? And this one's 60. Alright, we're good. We'll discard that one. Alright, so we only got 1 stamina left, so we will like stop there then. But before we wrap up the stream though, because I literally did like everything else I could in the game. I did all my daily quests, stuff like that beforehand. Let's go and do our we only got 1 legend ticket, so we'll go ahead and we'll do it. So let's see who we get. Fingers crossed. Ideally, I think I would want Garp or Mr. 1. I want both of them. I don't have them. I actually don't know if I have them level limit break 5. I feel like I do. I think I have them level limit break 5. But either way, we'll go ahead. We'll wrap up the stream there. Thank y'all so much for like stopping by and joining me. So we got close to, I don't think we got to 5 million right then. So we got to just under halfway through the treasure map. We're wrapping up a little bit earlier than I thought, but again, like our stamina is empty. That's just like with the old treasure map method, we could easily stream the 2 hours, like because we had to stop and do so many fights along the way. Here, it's like you burn through your stamina so much faster, which I'm sure does help people that have like only a certain amount of time they play. I know some people wait and they like do treasure map like on the weekends and like stuff like that. So either way, I'm glad we got the progress that we got done. I'm glad we were able to stream treasure map again. Like that was really fun. Like actually getting to like jump back into TM since we didn't stream last month. So next week, just to give y'all a heads up, next week Wednesday, we will be streaming Kazuna. I'm 90% sure, and the only reason we're definitely going to stream Kazuna, it'll either be Wednesday, like around lunchtime, or it'll be Tuesday night when the Kazuna starts. I don't know when yet. I'll think about it, and I'll keep y'all updated on social media. But it'll be one of those two. It'll either be when Kazuna starts. We might stream like 2 hours in. Or it'll be the next day. So we'll wait and we'll figure that out. And I'll keep y'all updated and let y'all know. But thank y'all so much for joining me. Tomorrow, the plan, unless anything changes, but it shouldn't, the plan tomorrow is to run SAO Fatal Bullets. So that should be like super sick. And yeah, other than that, like, thank y'all so much. Again, check out the YouTube video if you need a breakdown of the team comps and stuff like that, because I know we didn't get to do the fight versus kid. We didn't get to showcase it without like using Sanji Reiju as a friend captain. We were lucky that we were getting so many Sanji Reiju friend captains, because it just makes getting the points easier and stuff like that. So but if you want to see that team, go check out the YouTube video and stuff like that. Otherwise, thank y'all so much. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will catch y'all next time. Thanks, guys.